We must address a clear problem now. Every year in the United States, consumers spend over $3.4 billion on eye care supplements, medications, new glasses, and surgeries. That figure is reported by the American Vision Council. Meanwhile, drug manufacturers and private eye clinics continue to collect large, steady profits. Critical information about simple, effective nutritional strategies is not widely publicized. Certain everyday foods eaten at a specific time can trigger natural repair processes in your eyes during sleep. You may have been told that blurred night vision, chronic dryness, and slow loss of clarity are just unavoidable results of aging. That assumption is incorrect. Current peer-reviewed studies show that targeted nutrients taken before bedtime can promote photoreceptor recovery and markedly increase retinal circulation during deep REM sleep. REM sleep is the prime window for cellular repair in ocular tissues. A 2023 meta-analysis in the Journal of Clinical Ophthalmology reviewed 19 studies and found that flavonoids, carotenoids, and polyphenols improved macular density tear film stability and night vision when administered before sleep. This evidence receives little attention because restored vision reduces the ongoing demand for corrective lenses and chronic prescriptions. That outcome conflicts with significant industry revenues. Today's consultation will cover the 4 most effective vision-supporting foods identified in clinical research. I will rank them by impact from helpful to transformative. One food from a long-term European trial lowered the risk of vision loss by 53% over 10 years. Before we review the foods, evaluate your current visual status with these direct questions. Do you see blurring or halos from headlights when driving at night? Do your eyes feel gritty, dry, or fatigued after short periods of reading or screen use? Has your need for brighter light when reading increased over the past year? Do you find yourself blinking hard or rubbing your eyes to clear vision temporarily? If you answered yes to any of these, this guidance is directly relevant to you. Food. Bilberries. Enhancing nighttime clarity and reducing glare. We will begin with a fruit that historically aided World War II conditions and is now helping older adults naturally regain visual clarity. Bilberries are far beyond a simple folk remedy. They represent one of the most thoroughly investigated fruits in modern ophthalmology. These diminutive dark berries, which are naturally found across northern Europe, are intensely concentrated with anthocyanins. These powerful plant compounds possess the unique ability to directly regenerate rhodopsin, which is the light-sensitive protein within your retina that is crucial for seeing in dim environments. When bilberries are consumed, their anthocyanins are able to cross the blood-retinal barrier and accumulate in 2 specific regions: the macula, responsible for sharp, detailed central vision, and the rods, the cells that enable sight in the dark. These compounds effectively trigger the cellular repair of photoreceptor cells and significantly enhance the signal transmission pathway between your eyes and your brain, specifically during REM sleep. A 2021 study published in the journal Nutrients confirmed that bilberry extract can boost rhodopsin regeneration by up to 38% in elderly participants, leading to marked improvements in both night vision and contrast sensitivity in as little as 8 weeks. Furthermore, the same study reported that seniors experienced fewer issues with glare and eye fatigue while reading in reduced light. Even more compelling, a 2020 double-blind clinical trial from Kyushu University in Japan found that a daily intake of 320 milliliters of bilberry extract significantly improved visual acuity in adults diagnosed with early-stage macular degeneration. Researchers observed 2 key indicators of health-enhanced retinal blood flow and a reduction in oxidative stress markers, both of which are primary drivers of age-related vision loss. I recall a patient, Helen, aged 72, who had entirely stopped driving after sunset due to severe glare and the appearance of halos from vehicle headlights. We incorporated bilberries into her established evening routine. Within approximately 2 months, she reported that recognizing road signs had become less taxing, and the eye strain she felt in the evenings had virtually disappeared. To ensure you achieve these therapeutic effects, the timing and the physical form of the bilberry are critical. You should consume either 1/4 cup of fresh organic bilberries or a standardized capsule containing a minimum of 160 ml of anthocyanins. Ingest them precisely 2 hours before your intended bedtime. Why 2 hours? This duration allows your digestive system the necessary time to fully process the compounds and deliver them to your retinal tissue, ensuring their presence during the peak repair window of REM sleep. Interestingly, frozen bilberries are actually more effective. The freezing process naturally ruptures the cellular walls, which can increase anthocyanin availability by up to 20%. If using frozen, be sure to fully thaw them and consume the resulting juice along with the fruit itself. If you opt for a supplement, you must select one that is verified for purity and contains a standardized extract concentration. Many inexpensive versions are diluted and will not yield a clinical result. Crucial warning: do not combine bilberries with citrus fruits or high-dose vitamin C supplements. Ascorbic acid can prematurely degrade the anthocyanins before they have a chance to reach your eyes. The best and most effective pairing is with a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt or a small handful of raw walnuts. The naturally occurring fats in these foods significantly enhance absorption and provide complementary anti-inflammatory support. Food 2. Black currants. Rebuilding collagen and managing ocular pressure. Up next, we progress to a fruit with an even more profound effect, one that specifically helps to rebuild structural collagen in your retina and actively lowers pressure inside the eye while you sleep. Black currants are one of the most consistently overlooked powerhouses when it comes to internal eye repair. They contain an exceptional combination of 2 rare compounds that, when acting together, help to structurally rebuild your eye tissue from its innermost layers. The first is a high concentration of vitamin C. The second is a distinctive omega-6 fatty acid known as gamma-linolenic acid, or GLA. Together, they accomplish something that most conventional pharmaceuticals cannot. They simultaneously target both the underlying inflammation and the collagen loss occurring within your eyes. Here is the functional reality as we age. Our eyes begin to lose critical structural support. The minute blood vessels that supply your retina become weaker, collagen synthesis breaks down, and intraocular pressure can slowly begin to elevate. Black currants are therapeutic because they help to reverse all 3 of these problems concurrently. Vitamin C is absolutely essential for stable collagen production. An insufficient supply causes the cornea and the lens to weaken, which leads to blurry vision and distortion. GLA, conversely, is a potent anti-inflammatory agent inside the eye. This is not the type of inflammation you can physically feel, but the insidious silent kind that gradually damages the optic nerve and the retina over the course of years. In a clinical trial published in the journal Eye and Envision in 2021, supplementation with black currant seed oil led to a significant 29% improvement in retinal blood flow and a 37% reduction in intraocular pressure after just 90 days. Participants in the study also registered improvements in night vision and overall contrast sensitivity. A separate 2020 study from King's College London followed 500 older adults with early-stage glaucoma. Those who consistently consumed black currants twice per week showed a remarkable 78% stabilization rate in optic nerve damage over an 18-month period. In essence, the progressive damage stopped advancing, and for some individuals, a degree of reversal was observed. I had a patient, George, aged 68, who was considered borderline for a glaucoma diagnosis. We introduced black currants into his evening regimen alongside some targeted dietary modifications. 3 months later, his ophthalmologist expressed surprise to find a verifiable reduction in pressure in both eyes achieved without the introduction of prescription medication. Again, to maximize the therapeutic benefit, the timing and form are vital. Consume 1/2 cup of fresh black currants, or take 2 teaspoons of cold-pressed black currant seed oil 90 minutes before you go to bed. For optimal absorption, I recommend mixing the oil into a small portion of full-fat cottage cheese. The fat content assists in the direct delivery of the GLA into the retinal tissue during sleep, which is the period of peak repair activity. If you are using the fresh berries, crush them slightly and allow them to sit for 5 minutes before eating. This action activates key enzymes that boost nutrient release. Critical warning: do not heat the berries or the oil, as GLA is extremely heat sensitive and will oxidize rapidly. Also avoid combining black currants with red meat or iron supplements. Iron intake can block the enzymes responsible for converting GLA into its active anti-inflammatory compounds. Therefore, if your dinner is a steak at 700 p.m., you should wait at least 3 hours before consuming the black currant oil or fruit. Food 3. Saffron. Regenerating photoreceptor cells and macular health. Next, we will explore a rare golden spice that is so exceptionally powerful that it has been clinically shown to reverse the effects of age-related macular degeneration in under 6 months. Saffron is much more than just a rare and costly spice. It is one of the most clinically studied natural compounds for directly intervening in and reversing vision loss, particularly in cases of age-related macular degeneration (AMD). Saffron's therapeutic uniqueness lies in its high concentration of 2 potent carotenoids, crocin and quercetin. These compounds achieve a feat that was once considered physiologically impossible. They help to regenerate damaged photoreceptor cells deep within your eyes. While most conventional eye treatments are designed merely to manage the symptoms, saffron attacks the fundamental root cause. It efficiently crosses the blood-retinal barrier and concentrates within the macula, where it triggers a crucial cellular repair response. This leads to improved oxygen delivery, enhanced nutrient absorption, and the gradual restoration of function in light-sensing cells that were previously considered permanently impaired. A groundbreaking clinical trial conducted at the University of Rome in 2020 followed 100 older patients with moderate macular degeneration. Participants were given 20 milligrams of high-grade saffron daily before sleep. After just 6 months, researchers noted an astonishing result: visual function improved by an average of 2 full lines on the standard eye chart. In some cases, the characteristic yellowish deposits beneath the retina began to noticeably diminish, and photoreceptor cells that had been dormant began to fire signals once again. To quote directly from the study published in the Journal of Translational Vision Science and Technology in 2020, saffron supplementation resulted in measurable improvements in retinal sensitivity and contrast perception with no reported adverse effects. For saffron to exert its profound effects, the preparation must be absolutely precise. You will require 15 to 20 threads of high-quality saffron. Steep these in 4 ounces of warm whole milk or unsweetened almond milk heated to exactly 140 degrees Fahrenheit for a full 15 minutes. This gentle heat is necessary to activate the crocin compounds without causing degradation. Do not boil or microwave the liquid. If the temperature is too high, the active compounds will degrade in seconds. To enhance absorption, add 1/4 teaspoon of raw honey and a small pinch of ground cardamom. Research from the Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine in 2019 demonstrated that this specific combination increases the bioavailability of crocin by over 400% by optimizing lipid transport across cell membranes. Consume this mixture 1 hour before your designated bedtime. Then I advise you to lie down. The horizontal position has been shown to temporarily boost blood flow to the eyes by 25%, which improves the delivery of the saffron compounds to the central retina during the most restorative phases of sleep. One critical note: quality is non-negotiable. Cheap saffron is often contaminated with fillers and contains only a fraction of the active compounds necessary for a therapeutic result. Always select saffron with deep red threads, ideally sourced from reputable regions like Spain or Kashmir, and ensure its purity is verified. Food 4. Raw cacao. Fueling retinal cells and boosting circulation. Finally, we arrive at the single most powerful food on this entire list. It is not a fruit, a vegetable, or a spice. It is raw cacao, and its unique ability to fuel your retinal cells while you sleep is unparalleled by anything else we have studied. Raw cacao is without any doubt the most potent therapeutic food on this list. I'm not referring to candy or processed cocoa powder. This is unprocessed, unroasted cacao, which is loaded with one of the most formidable vision-repairing compounds ever isolated, epicatechin. This specific type of flavanol directly supports blood flow, cellular energy production, and oxygen delivery to your retinas. Why is this critical? As we age, the delicate capillaries within our eyes stiffen and narrow. This constriction severely limits blood flow, which translates directly to less oxygen and fewer vital nutrients reaching the cells responsible for our sight. Over time, these cells begin to starve, their function slows, and some are permanently lost. Raw cacao actively intervenes in this process. Epicatechin stimulates the release of nitric oxide, a key molecule that relaxes blood vessels, allowing significantly more blood to flow through the microchannels in your eyes. Simultaneously, it activates a protein known as NRF2, which essentially switches on the genes responsible for antioxidant defense and the regeneration of mitochondria. The result is more functional energy for your photoreceptor cells and a dramatically stronger optic nerve signal sent to your brain. A landmark study from the University of Reading in 2021 followed 600 seniors who consumed raw cacao before bed over a 16-week period. The results were nothing short of stunning. Retinal blood flow increased by 150%. Retinal thickness, a primary indicator of healthy eye tissue, improved by 12%. Most impressively, 82% of participants with existing diabetic retinopathy saw a partial reversal of their vision loss. Another study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2019 confirmed that cacao flavanols can improve visual processing speed by up to 91%, particularly in low-light environments. Participants reported being able to track motion more accurately, read faster, and experienced fewer issues with glare and night driving. Let's discuss the essential preparation. You will require 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder, not cocoa powder, and not Dutch processed. You must use only raw cacao that is certified organic and minimally processed below 118 degrees Fahrenheit to preserve the heat-sensitive compounds. Mix this powder into 6 ounces of warm, unsweetened cashew milk, heated to precisely 110 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature is warm enough to fully dissolve the flavanols, but cool enough to preserve them. Add 1/8 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon and a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper. This combination has been shown to improve flavanol absorption by 500%. The cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar, and the cayenne acts to open cellular pathways for nutrient delivery. Drink this mixture exactly 45 minutes before bedtime on an empty stomach. This means absolutely no food consumption for at least 2 hours prior. Proteins and fats can block the absorption of flavanols by up to 70%. After consuming the drink, lie down and allow your body to begin its work. One final powerful suggestion. Add 1 teaspoon of MCT oil or virgin coconut oil. This creates a time-release effect, keeping the epicatechin active in your system throughout the entire sleep cycle. It also supports the fat-based transport of nutrients directly to the eye tissue. Remember, this is not a chocolate treat. This is a therapeutic-grade plant medicine for your vision. Raw cacao not only protects the eyes, but actively awakens damaged cells, dramatically improves circulation, and fuels your entire visual system during your body's deepest state of repair. Implementing your evening vision repair protocol. Now that you possess the knowledge about these 4 exceptionally powerful foods for overnight vision repair, the next crucial step is to integrate them into a feasible daily plan. The reality is that very few people need to start all 4 simultaneously. You do not need to strive for immediate perfection. You need to strive for consistency. If you are just beginning this journey, select one food. The simplest place to start is with raw cacao. It is easy to prepare and integrate seamlessly with most evening routines. A single small drink before bed can begin to measurably improve blood flow to your retinas within mere days. Once this becomes a sustained habit, you can begin to rotate the others based on your body's response and your specific needs. A structured evening protocol sample. For someone fully committed to long-term ocular repair, a complete evening might look like this. 2 hours before bed. Consume your bilberries or black currants. 90 minutes. Before bed. Prepare and consume your saffron milk. 45 minutes before bed. Drink your prepared raw cacao mixture. Then dim the lights, eliminate screen exposure, and allow your body to take over. If this feels overwhelming, please simplify. Begin with just the saffron milk or the cacao drink. These 2 compounds alone cover a massive range of repair processes, from fundamental cellular regeneration to optimized oxygen delivery. What matters most is regular adherence. True healing does not occur in a single night, but through the compounding effect of small, consistent actions over time. Key lifestyle adjustments. Avoid all screen exposure phones, tablets, TV for at least 30 minutes before sleep. Dim all lights in the evening to prepare your eyes for rest. Avoid heavy or high sugar foods late at night. Blood sugar spikes directly interfere with the retinal repair process. Even a small change, like replacing a sugary dessert with one of these healing drinks, can fundamentally shift your entire eye health trajectory over time. Most patients begin to report subtle improvements: less eye fatigue, better contrast at night, or sharper reading without the need to squint within 2 to 4 weeks. However, the true and lasting transformation unfolds over months of dedicated, consistent care. The way your vision gradually declined without you fully noticing is the same way it can gradually rebuild, provided you give it the right supportive conditions. You do not need more prescriptions, you need more precision. And that precision begins with the specific nourishment you choose to put on your plate before you sleep. Your vision is unequivocally worth fighting for, and it is absolutely not too late to change the course you are on. I know firsthand the feeling of noticing your vision slipping, the habitual rubbing of the eyes, the forced blinking, the internal negotiation that it is merely fatigue. But deep down you know the decline is progressing. What has been hidden from you is that decline is not the only direction. With the correct choices, even the small ones, your eyes can and will begin the process of rebuilding. It starts in the quiet hours of the evening. Not with another pill or a specialist appointment, but with something as simple as choosing what you introduce into your body before you fall asleep. These are not miracles. They are precise molecules, and your body is perfectly equipped to utilize them. Stick to the plan. Choose one food to start with. Keep the process simple, make it enjoyable, and allow your new routine to become your therapy. In 4 weeks, you may notice reading is genuinely easier again. In 8 weeks, the glare at night might become noticeably less bothersome. Over time, you may simply look in the mirror one morning and realize your eyes feel sharper, brighter, and more alive. You are not helpless in this process. Your eyes are not beyond saving. They have simply been waiting for you to support them in this specific, scientifically validated way.